Hi, welcome back. If you're watching this video, it's because you're having issues with the washer not completing the cycle and the tub bounces all over the place like the machine is walking by itself. So we're going to show you a video how to replace the suspension. Right here, I got the suspension bushings, as you can see, and the suspension rods. First thing we're going to do, always unplug the machine from the electricity before you start working on it. First rule. We're going to go ahead and do a suspension test. All you got to do is push in the tub and it shouldn't bounce. Let's see what happens. That's a bad suspension. Let's go ahead and replace it. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the top lid. There's 3 screws in the back, a 1/4 inch. I'll show you where they are. There's one right here, another screw right here with this cover. Let's go ahead and remove that first. Be careful you don't drop the screw. It's kind of hard when you're holding the camera, but we got this. Oh, we'll pick that up later. And the other screw we got to take out is this screw and this screw right here, as you can see. All right, now that we got those 3 screws removed, this one, the one with the cover right here, and the other screw right here holding the lid. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lift up the lid, push it forward, make a little bit back, and it opens up. There we go. All right, I forgot to mention this. Add painter's tape, a piece of painter's tape to the lid. That way when you tilt it back, the lid doesn't pop open. And it can hold the lid in place. Now we're just gonna tilt it back. You got 2 little hooks right there. You can hold it in there. And the lid will stay up a little bit, or I recommend just sometimes taking it a little out. There you go. Now with the lid up, I'm gonna show you a full test. So you shouldn't have the tub bouncing like this when you press down on the tub. And I'm gonna show you after when it's repaired. You're gonna see how it should look. And right here we have the suspension rods. Get this light turned on. We got the suspension rods right there. These right here, they go all the way down to the tub. But in this model, we have to push the suspension up, take these bushings out, and then tilt the washer over so the suspension comes out by the bottom, the whole rod. And you got 4 of them. My battery's dead. Oh yeah, see, you got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to show you how to take the suspension bushings out and the rod. All right, I'm going to start with the right front suspension rod. We're going to lift it up from the bottom, take out the little plastic bushing. It has a little notch right there, so you just got to move it around until it comes out. Let it go down, and the suspension will drop. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this little plastic piece right here, just push in the 3 little notches, and we're going to put in the new one. I always like to put in the new one, that way I don't forget. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to do a left one at the same time, so it'll be easier. So when I get in the bottom, I could just change the left and the right at the same time. Same process. Lift it up. Bring the suspension rod down. Take out the bushing. And install new ones. You will have some washers that do not come with these front plastic bushings. If they don't have them, do not install them. That's a recommendation from the manufacturer. Now I'm going to go ahead and tilt the washer back. So I got to bring this down, push it a little bit forward, and then back so it will lock in. Now I'm going to tilt it back. Alright, I'm moving the washer forward. That way I can get room so I can tilt it back and work on it. tilt it back a little, like a little angle, so it'll hold on there. Just always being careful. Now I'm gonna get into the washer. All right, as you see, we have the old suspension rods already hanging. The front ones are not too complicated. The back ones are the ones that you have to, takes a little bit of struggle, but you can do it. Just gotta keep on going. If you want to learn, you just gotta keep on going. You can't quit. Oh, I found 10 cents for the piggy bank. You just gotta keep on going. When you see something complicated, don't go crazy. Like, just try to see if you can do it. And you just slide out. And I wear gloves for this reason, because they have grease on them. So, and I'll show you right now in the video how they come out. All right, I already took the left one out. I checked the right one out, but I want to make a clip on it. See, where's that little hole right there? You just gotta bring it out, slide out. Oh, not easy. And then the other one you install it through there. We're gonna go install a new one. See the hole? It goes right there. Slides it right in. And you can push it up to that little clip, just hangs in there with the tub. Makes it easier. Gonna get the new one in. Nope, found the wrong place. I hope it's not harder than I need to record. There we go. See, I got it in place. Push it up. It clips in there with the tub. Let it hang. We put the other one back where they belong. Now we just gotta bring the washer back down a little bit. Let's lift the lid up again. Like I said, this is a tricky part, but we got this. Tilt a little bit back, stays there, lid. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use one of the back rods so I can hook it with the new one, and it will help me push it up, because if you try to like just push the rod up with your hand, it's gonna slip. This is how I do it, and I've been doing it like this for the past 16 years. Just, I might even bend the old rod, bend it left, lift it. You got this little notch right here. Oops, see, that's why you gotta be careful. You got the little notch, clip it in there. That's what you always gotta be careful. There we go. Now we're gonna get the left one in. Same way. Use that as a fish hook. Got the little bushing, the support bushing for the suspension. Insert it in there. It has this little guide. Like I tell guys, like I tell people, if you want to learn about appliance repair, you could. It's not too crazy. You learn watching videos on YouTube, and with experience you learn more. Now we're gonna take the back ones. I'll start with the left one, because the right one is a little bit more tricky, but I'll start with the left one first. This one I don't remove both back ones at the same time. I'll do one by one, because if not, the tub will push back all the way and it's gonna be more complicated. Let's see if I got a little space right here. Take the little plastic bushing. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt, but there we go. Oh, one out. Put the plastic bushing clip. Now we're gonna bring it forward, close the lid, and go under the washer. See how this one comes out with, because every space you have, every different place you have a washer, you have a set limit of space. So let's see how this one comes out too. All right, I'm gonna go tilt the washer back again. Tilt a little bit more back. Now, go back on there and check, see how to take out the left suspension rod. All right, we have right here the left rear suspension rod. We're gonna remove it. We might have to pull the tub a little bit forward, so you have to be really careful. Remove the suspension rod. There we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and install a new one. You have to be careful that you don't bend the rod. There we go. Put it on there. And now we're gonna tilt the washer down to go install the suspension bushings. Now let's tilt the washer down. Lift up the top part of the washer. Let's go ahead and install the new suspension rod bushings. We're gonna hook up the suspension rod right here. It's a little bit tricky because it's all the way in the corner, but lift it up and hook the suspension bushing on there. Careful with your hands because these things cut, but I always like using this like an L shape so I could hook up the new suspension. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the right rear one. I'm gonna put the new suspension bushings. Lift the lid back down. Lock it into place. I'm gonna tilt the washer back again to get to the final rod. Right here, we're gonna remove the right rear suspension rod. As you can see, we got the drain pump hose. You have to be really careful with it. Just push the tub a little bit forward. And the tub should come right out, the suspension. Now we're gonna go install a new one. There it goes. Nope, did it go in? Put your hand through here, that way you can make sure. There we go. I'm not putting pressure on the rod, so flip it on the second place. There we go. Now I'll turn the washer back down and finish installing the bushings. Now I'm gonna bring the washer back down. Lift the top part of the washer. Let it sit there. Get my little hook to hook up that suspension. I'm gonna put my hand a little bit, hook it up in there, and then I just gotta push it up and install the suspension bushing. There you go, guys. We have the suspension installed with the bushings, brand new bushing on all four sides. Now we just gotta reassemble the machine. I'm going to show you right now so you can see that the way the bushing, the brand new bushings. See right here, we're going to push the tub down. See, more sturdy. We don't have that tub bouncing around like we did earlier. Now we got to reassemble everything back together. Now we're gonna bring the lid out, but don't forget to take this tape out. We're gonna take out the tape. That helps support the lid. I'm gonna push the lid a little bit forward, backwards, until it locks in. It's supposed to lock in right there. Now we're gonna go put the screws in the back. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get that little metal cover that I have back there that I dropped on the floor, and I gotta get those 2 socks there too. I wonder where my socks went at. I lost a pair. Get the little cover installed. And if you're new to my channel, welcome in. If you're a subscriber, thank you for your support. I've been doing appliances for the past 16 years, and I'm actually doing videos for beginners and anybody that's DIY that you want to learn. You know, everybody learns one way. So you can subscribe, hit the notification button below, and I'll be making more content, original content. Let's see that screw right there. There you go. Now we gotta get my 1/4 screwdriver. I like this one because it has different socket sets. Put it in. Put this 2 right here. Got everything screwed in. Good to go. Alright, after we replace all the parts, every time you replace a part, you gotta run a calibration. Plug the machine in. Now we're going to go into calibration mode. Wait for you to hear that click. You're gonna hear a click at the beginning, wait a couple seconds. Then it's like a combination lock. You're gonna go left, right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Left 1 time and right 1 time. And right there we get this LED lighted up, as you see. Now we're gonna turn the dial until we hit that rinse light. Now press start, and the unit will go into calibration mode. It'll do its own calibration. It'll take a couple of seconds, and then it'll, when it finishes, it'll say lid lock complete. You can hear it. That's doing the calibration. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, drop your comments below what you think about the video. If this helped you out, any questions you got, always feel free to drop comments below. I like to reply, if not daily, every 2 days, but I'll get back to you as soon as possible.